Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are putting a moisture barrier down in the crawl space in this home right here. You can see our 6 mil plastic. This is what we use as a moisture barrier. And what we're doing is we're unfolding it right now so that we can actually cut it up before we take it down into the crawl space. This crawl space is very tight, not a lot of room in there. So we want to do as much work outside, getting it prepped and ready to unroll inside before we take it down inside the crawl space. So not a lot of tools required to cut, our plastic. You can see we've got it laid out. This is 2,000 square feet. It's 100 by 20. They've got right at 2,000 square feet inside that house. The hard part, of course, is getting it cut to the specs of inside the house, which we're going to do right now. Not a lot of tools required. A couple pairs of scissors, a utility knife. That cuts it really quick. We're going to use these fabric staples to push it down and hold down the fabric, hold down our membrane. So today we're going to put on a suit. See if it actually makes any difference from us getting all muddy down in there. I don't think it's going to make much difference. This is just a painter's suit, but we'll give it a try. So we'll call this our hazmat suit. We're just going to give it a try. It has a hood too, so you can put on your goggles and your mask, be all safe and sound inside the crawl space. So what we're doing is we're making some measurements down the crawl space from the wall to the first set of piers, and then we'll make a cut out here on the plastic, cut this off, roll it up, take that in, and we'll be able to unroll that, let it hit, fit perfectly between those sections, and then we'll pin that, bring another section in, so on and so forth until we've covered the entire crawl space. So we're cutting right through it. You just take your scissors, and just hold them open. You'll be able to cut right down through there, no problem at all. We need to cut the entire piece of plastic. Take your time, try to keep it straight. So you can see that we've cut off about a 10-foot section here. We're rolling that up. We'll take that down into the crawl space. So you can see that we're unrolling our moisture barrier. I've got it pinned here where I'm at. A lot of light down there where they're at. But we're going to unroll this, stretch it out, make it good and tight, and then we'll go ahead and pin it, and we'll cut around the piers to install it. So again, here's a pier. What you do, pull it straight up to the pier, bring it up the wall so you've got a nice flush surface at the bottom. Slide down with your shears. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Pull it tight, push a pin in it. That side's done. Let's do the other side. Pull it up tight with your shears. Just slide it straight down through your plastic. Hit the bottom. Put a pin in it. I'm gonna cut this. Now we've got this area covered really well. Remember, moisture barrier is not encapsulation. It doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, you can make it look really good, which is what we're trying to do. But it's just stopping the moisture from rising up and going into the joists above. Encapsulation is much different. That's a 20 mil plastic. It's all sealed. You're actually turning your crawl space into a basement. But this is moisture barrier, so real straightforward, doesn't take long. Secret is scissors and your pins. Cut your pieces outside the best you can, because once you're in the crawl space, it's pretty tight. Okay, so again, pier, wall, scissors, pull it tight, pull it flush, and just slide your scissors right through your plastic down to the bottom, and it'll fold right over. Do the same thing on this side. Pull it tight. It's real simple. It folds right over. You can take this piece, leave it alone. I like to just tuck it up under. Take a pin. Go ahead and push it in the soil. That one's done. Another one over here. That one's done. Move on to the next spot. So now we're down here with the sump pump. You can see here's the riser and a good amount of the roll here. I'm just going to guess at 2 feet coming across the sump pit. So somewhere in here, I'm going to slice across here. Just cut it right straight across. Take this excess. We'll use that on another spot. Move it out of the way. And if you guessed correctly, you'll be able to lay this right out. Perfect. So let's go ahead and cut a spot for the sump pump. Basically, you're just making a slice straight down to let it come around the riser. And you can see how quick and easy that really is. So basically, we've covered this whole section. Let's get a couple of pins, and we'll go ahead and pin that really quick. I like to start in the corners. Always nicer to keep it tight in your corner as best you can. Find a good spot for them. Maybe one right here in front of the pit. Move on to the next spot. A couple more pins. Pull it tight. Pin in the corner. Tuck it under. And we're ready for the next piece of moisture barrier. But real simple, as you saw, to cut around a post like this, a riser, you just make a slice and it'll fold right around it. Real simple. Good pins, stick them down in the soil. We're going to do this side over here next. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.